The name of this lesson plan is called Comparing Units of Weight, and this lesson is also meant for 30 minutes long, and it is a third grade lesson plan. The TEKS include 3.7D, determine when it's appropriate to use measurements of liquid volume, capacity, or weight, and 3.7E, determine liquid volume, capacity, or weight using appropriate units and tools. Now, the performance objective: given a list of objects found in the classroom, the student will write either an O or a P for pounds or ounces beside the item, depending on which unit of measurement is more appropriate 6 out of 8 times. Now, my assessment will be a worksheet that the students will be completing, and this is it right here. And attached is the answer key. The worksheet will include a list of common objects found in the classroom or school setting. The majority of the worksheet will be completed as a class, but the student will be responsible for answering the last 3 blanks by themselves. Once all students have completely finished the worksheet, they will each individually visually check the papers as the teacher tells the last correct answers. If the teacher wishes, she can have the students volunteer. Student volunteers explain why certain items on the worksheet work best, either measured in ounces or pounds, and why. Now, some advanced preparation by the teacher: decide which classroom items to include on the worksheet, and then create the worksheet and run off the correct number of copies and have the answer key readily available. And then locate scales and various items. Now, what I included on the worksheet is a glue bottle, school bus, stapler, backpack, computer, school desk, book, and pencil. Have a scale in front of the class for the entire students to see, and say, ladies and gentlemen, who can tell me what this object is and what is it used for? Now, I don't have a scale ready, but I did make a picture copy of one. This is what you would use. Now, the answer would be scale, and hopefully one of the students will say that it's used for, to see how heavy or how light certain items are. Now, ask the students, can heavy and light items both be measured on a scale? And the answer should be yes. Heavier items like books can be measured by the pound. Lighter items such as pencils and markers would be measured in ounces. Now, before moving on to actually measuring out items on the scale for the student to see, be sure to discuss with them why certain heavier items are measured in pounds and lighter items are measured in ounces. And be sure to say it to the student or in a similar way, since we know that 16 ounces is always equal to 1 pound. This tells us that ounces are a lot lighter unit in that pounds than pounds. So let me make you guys a chart real quick. On one side, it will say pounds. On the other, it'll say ounces. So we know that 1 pound is equivalent to 16 ounces. So this could be used also as a multiplication kind of form, way to hack things out. So like I said, you have pounds and ounces, and then you know that 1 pound is equivalent to 16 ounces. All right, so we know that 16 ounces is always equal to 1 pound. So this tells us that ounces are a lot lighter unit than pounds, right? Since 16 exact ounces fit 1 pound. So this particular question will really get the students to think about the relationship between pounds and ounces as they help the teacher weigh items in the below steps. Now, hand the worksheets out to the students and explain to them that as a class, we will go over we will go through and weigh certain items on a scale that are similar to the ones included on a worksheet. So, of course, the heavier items such as the bus and the desk will have to be explained to the class that they would be weighed in pounds and why. And then also let them understand that a scale like this, a scale of this size, cannot be used in order to weigh a school bus or a school desk. Or the students could even explain to this particular piece to the rest of the peers. Begin weighing similar items included on the worksheet and make sure that all students can see each item being weighed. Make the activity more fun by allowing the students to find which item items that match the worksheet around the room that they would like to see used. Before you weigh the various items, allow the students to predict whether some of them will be either measured in pounds or ounces. Ask a question to the students similar to, ladies and gentlemen, do you think the bottle of glue would be best measured in ounces or pounds? And then ask them why. Clarify their answers. Once you weight all possible classroom items except for the last 3 on the worksheet, which is the school desk, books, and pencils, allow the students to finish them on their own. After the students have completely finished the worksheet, have 3 of them share what their answers were and have a quick discussion or explanation session if needed. If extra time needs to be filled, let the students have fun with the activity by weighing other convenient items around the classroom. As a closure, ask the students what all they have learned about ounces versus pounds, and the expected answer is that 16 ounces are equal to 1 pound. Ounces are a lot lighter of a unit of measure than pounds.